Lansing's biggest newsmakers are coming up. This is the 1320 WILS Morning Wake Up with Dave Ackerley.
1320 Morning Wake Up. Welcome back here on your Friday morning. It's interesting as we look at our current situation in the pandemic, vis-a-vis how we're getting stuff in our homes, whether it's packages showing up. Well, I mean, you get takeout, right? People drop it on the porch. Maybe your groceries, they don't bring it. I don't think they're bringing them in your house, and that defeats that purpose of doing it in that manner. What about just general packages that come? I don't think we're worried about those packages in terms of, the virus that would give us COVID-19, but we are worried that people will steal them off our porch if we don't bring them in. Maybe it's not as bad with people being at home more instead of at work all day. But on the other hand, what if it isn't? Because there's so much volume. Now, how can you protect yourself from the porch pirates? Crime prevention expert Rania Mankarious is with us and on the other end of our line right now. Good morning. Welcome back.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. I've got out front of my house and over the years we've got little cameras and whatever, and maybe that'll help you figure out who takes them, but not necessarily going to stop somebody from taking them. What is the best way to protect yourself outside of having a giant safe with a one-way lid that you drop it in here and only you can unlock it? Most people aren't going to do that.
Well, I love what you said, actually. You're right about the online cameras. It's not going to deter somebody from actually engaging in this type of stuff, but they are wonderful to have, and we do recommend that people have them. But
Sure.
There are a few things you can do. Put up a sign, let people know that your house is secure, that you do have surveillance video, and it just lets people know that, look, you're public safety minded, and if something happens, you're probably going to follow up on it. A lot of times people think, I'm going to get away with this. They're going to call the credit card company. No one's going to file a real police report. I'm going to be fine. But letting them know you are a proactive household, I think, is good. If you can get a lockbox, there are special types of mailboxes. You should do it, and there are a lot in Houston, a lot of neighborhoods that have that at their front door. Consider doing a P.O. box or getting one of those Amazon hub lockers. And then there's other things that request signature. I know during these COVID times, people don't want, everybody wants the contactless delivery.
Right.
But when you're doing something that's expensive, go ahead and request signature so that you have to actually sign for it, or somebody in the house does. And then I'll just say this. A lot of delivery companies are working with you right now. They know that this is going on. So you can actually go in and say, look, I want a text message the moment my package is delivered, or I want you to go, or I want you to go ahead and put the package behind shrubs or in the backyard, behind a back porch door somewhere, or at a side gate. And they will do that.
Go ahead, just drop it in my side yard, and then they get in the side yard. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Did I put the dog out? Shoot. No, it makes perfect sense overall. I wonder if law enforcement, though, do they get inundated with these? Is it at the top of their list? It probably isn't at the top of their list, and yet that's a great way for the thieves to say, hey, I know I'm not a priority, so we'll try to work in volume too. Not everything will work. One of us might get caught. You might get caught. Don't narc on me. I won't narc on you, but I think we can make a lot of money by stealing this crapola. I mean, that's what they're doing right now, aren't they?
Well, it's an interesting point. So we look at why is this happening, especially right now, and there is all these factors that are coming together. One, online shopping, as you said, it's up, it's skyrocketing. Two, there's increased financial stress across this country
Right.
due to COVID.
Sure.
Three, opportunities are there. There's package after package after package across all of our homes. But let's look at the last one. Decreased punishment. And that's something people don't talk about, but across this country we are decriminalizing certain types of criminal activity, or we are just not responding to it the same way. Now, if you're in a major city where homicide rates are up through the roof, I mean, we're looking at triple-digit increases in some cities. Law enforcement is not going to be sending teams to your door because you had an Amazon package stolen. But if you're in a small town or you live in either, little cities that have their own police departments, these are the types of crimes they will take seriously and they will respond to
Sure.
it. But ultimately, shop with a credit card where you have some built-in, security measures. You have a response group there that will help you. And I think that's one of the things we really advise people to. Don't use
smart.
a debit card. Even don't use a gift card. Use a credit card.
Yeah, so you've got that backup there overall, and you make a great point. I mean, a big city versus a smaller town. Look, they should take it seriously. Petty crime, once you allow and look the other way at petty crime, you're going to have to start looking. Crime's going to increase. Then the next level. Then the next level. If you turn a blind eye to it, and it doesn't matter. I'm not talking about people who say, well, if you want to go bet a horse race or something, that's one thing. But stealing from another person is still stealing from another person. Whether you think it's just a credit card company paying up or not, maybe there was something important there. Maybe it was their child's birthday. Maybe now, here's the other thing that really gets me. Amazon's going to be delivering people's prescriptions, okay? And, Rania, that's a big deal. And you don't know what's inside that package. What if it's important medicine that they need? That's going to be coming via Amazon now. And if you steal that, what are you doing? It certainly is exponential, the number of packages, though, that have gone up. Do we have any idea in the last year how much more is being delivered from, for example, the year before? Because I know it was on an upward trend anyhow. Any idea on that?
Yeah, we're seeing increases, 33% year-over-year increase between 20. It's going up. And this year we're expected to break 2-year records. We're looking at breaking all previous records. And I'll say that what's interesting is package theft is really just lumped into larceny, and federal data tracks that. And larceny accounts for about 3/4 of property crime in 2017. That's the last number I have. That estimated about $6 billion in loss. And I will say something that's interesting. These porch pirates are actually opening packages, and when they don't want them, they're using them as decoys. And so they'll use the package they do not want and bring it to my house to look like they're making the delivery, and then they'll go ahead and pick up my package. So what we are seeing is people saying, I have a package at my house from 2 towns over. Family, I have no idea who this is. Go ahead and send it to them, because most likely it's been an item that was stolen and just dropped off at your house in an attempt to just get rid of it. And
that is really clever and diabolical. I mean, that's just it. I don't want to give credit to criminals, but okay, who's that person walking up to Mrs. Smith's home? Now, I don't know. Looks like they're delivering a package. Oh, they must have swapped out. They must have got the wrong one earlier. Yeah. No. Wow. And 3/4 of these crimes, 3/4 of these larcenies, 3/4 of the larcenies being something like this. I mean, that's nothing to ignore for law enforcement, I don't think. But be prepared. Try to avoid it. Do your best to not become a victim. Good tips here from our crime prevention expert, Rania Mankarious. Appreciate you coming on today. Stay safe until our next chat, okay?
Thank you so much for having me. You too.
Thank you. Take care.